CVA's AccuraSeries, Agara barrels for guaranteed accuracy, nitride for guaranteed rust proofing, and a rifle guaranteed to be the best muzzleloader you've ever shot. CVA, it's just a better gun.
This segment's being sponsored by Tri-Green Equipment. Stop in and see them at 21 locations in Alabama, Mississippi, and Tennessee. They can take care of all your Honda, Steel, and John Deere needs. All right, everybody, welcome back. This segment's being sponsored by Courtney's Restaurant and Catering. They're at 4066B North Mount Juliet Road. Or you guys can give owner Tom Courtney a call at 615-754-7548. Let him take care of all your catering or delivery needs. All right, welcome back to the studio. We were just kind of talking with Carl a little bit about how you stay so successful. You use a low pressure type hunting, which Anthony and I do a lot of that. I think it's intriguing that you wait through the pre-rut period. That's the time when so many people get excited because they start seeing that first little bit of sign and they jump right in there, you know. And we also talked a little bit about sanctuaries and areas that we don't go into, and it's kind of the same concept, you know. You start finding that sign on the edge of the fields, you know, and you want to push in and go, and then you find a little more rubs, and you know, in the thicket, and you push in a little more. Well, before you know it, you've pushed that deer out of where he felt safe. You know, he's got to have that area that he feels safe.
At the same time that a whitetail has ramped up and increased their sensitivity to pressure, October and early November, then the hunters in October and early November are increasing their interest in hunting.
Yeah, that's
and the whitetail, a lot of whitetails live because of that.
Yeah, that's right.
Big deer.
And
or your neighbors kill them.
He'll make them go nocturnal too. You know,
they
will go nocturnal if they don't have somewhere to go unpressured.
That's right.
But if they've got somewhere to push over, then they prefer to use a lot of daytime movement during the rut itself because of that showmanship factor of animals have.
That's right.
Daytime.
That's why I see so many.
That's right, and that's why the sanctuary is so
I'm
important.
serious. I see so many. Yes, I see so many daytime. And everybody said, "Man, how you still seeing them in daytime?" Because you stay out of them areas.
You stay out of where he feels safe because he's got that area. When you see him come to the edge of that field or come to check on does at that field, at that point, he has kind of stepped out of his comfort zone.
Yep.
He's doing that because it's the rut, that's what he's doing. But if you go into his comfort zone and you push him out of there, it don't take many times before he won't be in there anymore, and that's where that's so important. Now, I heard you tell a caller earlier, but y'all don't do any turkey hunts. You don't do anything.
We'll hunt April and May, the turkey hunts.
Okay, so the people can book a turkey hunt with you as well.
And we'll do the early. We have turkey hunts. More turkeys this year than anybody in Western Kentucky's ever seen because out-of-staters could not hunt Western Kentucky last year because of the COVID. Couldn't buy a license, but that's not the case this year.
Okay.
But that was the beginning of the COVID, and the state
pretty much shut it down.
Shut that down last year. So the birds have really exploded. A ton of turkeys. There's going to be a lot of turkeys harvested in Kentucky this season.
Now, what's the habitat like in Western Kentucky? I mean, you got hilly habitat, or is it flat?
Anywhere time you're going to go on a hunt, that's the most important thing to your hunt, and that would be the whitetail ecological system being hunted. And the ideal habitat, there's a lot of good hunting in Kentucky, and there's a lot of good hunting in the Midwest. But what the area that our hunters or where we're hunting is not just good hunting, it's exceptional hunting, and that is because of the habitat ratio to open field area. So much of the Midwest is 50% open area, 60%, and maybe 30 or 40% habitat. Food sources of soybeans, corn, wheat, and rye to get the deer big, yes, but not enough habitat to get the density of deer. Whereas what we're hunting is a niche area at Snipe Creek of 80% habitat and 20% small fields. Where we hunt, they're not big fields. They're 30, 40, 50 acres would be a huge field, and then you'll have another hundreds of acres of habitat around it. So you've got the carrying capacity with that 80% habitat, 20.
Which is the biggest, that's one of the biggest words in all of whitetail management, or terms, carrying capacity.
What's the density there, Carl?
And it gives you, I don't know what the density of my niche area is, but we are hunting a buck to doe ratio of 1 to 2, 1 to 3, and sometimes 1 to 1 on our farms. There's no question.
Because I know down where I hunt, I mean, our deer density is 100 plus per square mile.
Yeah.
I don't think y'all's is probably that high.
No, because
that's real
at
high.
that point, you guys are starting to exceed carrying capacity.
Oh yeah, I know
mean,
we are.
and
yes.
that's what's going on in West
But
Tennessee.
we do have a lot in that particular part. It is a lot of ag fields in that
It
part.
is. So they have food. I think probably it might be come into covered, you know, at that point in time, because there's only so much cover, so much food, so much water source available, and that's what carrying capacity is it's the amount of a particular animal or set of animals that you can hold on a piece of property, and every one of those is a determining factor in that. How much food is there, how much cover is there, so that, you know, that's a big part of that. Guys, we're going to take another quick break, and we'll be back here in just a minute with some more Southern Woods and Waters.